I'd have to go with hardworking because of the things he went through to provide us with all of our needs and to support me through my basketball journey. I'd just like to say thank you, Dad, for always supporting me and guiding me through my basketball journey and never giving up on me. I love you.
Love you. Well, now that you're playing here in Junior MPBL, this is your second season and you need to take it seriously. Seriously means dedication, okay? Dedication means hard work, sacrifice, and know your priorities, okay? Just keep it up and keep practicing and you're doing good. Just do better. Okay, love you.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you.
I love you and thank you.
Inspirational. He's a great father and I hope he continues to be a great father and he inspires me every day and he helps me every day and he helps me become better at basketball.
First naman, sabi ko sa kanya, tinanong ko sa kanya kung gusto niya ba talaga ng basketball. Sabi naman niya, okay, gusto naman niya. So, sabi ko, ano lang, focus lang kung ano yung mga sinasabi ko or yung mga coaches, work hard lang. And yun, enjoy lang yung main team doon.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy.
Thank you.
Inspiration kasi siya po yung dahilan kung bakit ako nagpapatuloy mag-improve araw-araw para pangarap kong maging pro basketball player tulad. Ini-improve ko po yung sarili ko, especially sa mga weakness ko sa loob ng court. Siyempre, pinapromise ko din sa kanila na, lalo na kay Papa na gusto na ko iyapak na sa basketball. Mas lalagpasan ko pa. Pagpapatuloy lang akong mag-aral ng mabuti at mag-improve araw-araw. Kasi yun lang naman yung gusto niya mangyari sa akin. Ilaan niya yung game niya kay God palagi. And huwag siya magsawang matuto. Lagi siya makinig sa coaches niya kasi wala naman ituturong mali ang mga coaches kundi para sa ikabubuti niya. So, lagi lang siya makikinig sa coaches. Happy Father's Day. Mahal ko na. Encouraging because all the time he always pushes me. Even when he's not saying it, when I see him play dati, all sa words, it encourages me to play harder. Thank you sa lahat kasi wala akong ma-achieve kung wala yung daddy ko. And thank you for always being there kahit mahirap na. Siyempre, yung dedication niya sa sports, nandun, na passion niya yung paglalaro. So, nandun ako for 100% support. Especially me and her mom niya, her sister, and lahat kami. And yun, siyempre lagi siyang dapat mag-ingat at always to tell her to give her best every day. Happy Father's Day! Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dad, for always supporting me on my school. Thank you for sacrificing para makapag-basketball ako. Thank you for that.
My advice to them is always play hard, always give your best, and pray to God.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Bumabati po ako na sa lahat ng mga haligi ng tahanan. Happy Father's Day sa ating lahat. Naway patuloy po tayong maging inspirasyon at lakas ng ating mga pamilya. Ang bawat suntok, hamon sa buhay at tagumpay ay inaalay ko sa aking pamilya.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy! We miss you. Thank you for everything you've done for us. We're going to be here next year.
Thank you for always supporting us and guiding us. We love you so much and we hope you have the best day. We love you!
Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Thank you for everything you've done for us. For me, you are my hero, my inspiration, and my motivation. I love you, and I'm always here for you.
Boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and only Manny Pacquiao!
Ako si Manny Pacquiao, muling bumabati ng Happy Father's Day sa inyong lahat, mga kaliga.
Para sa ama ng Junior MPBL at sa lahat ng mga tatay,
together with Junior MPBL, we celebrate you.
Happy Father's Day!
Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL
would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang Cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Manny
I'd have to go with hardworking because of the things he went through to provide us with all of our needs and to support me through my basketball journey. I'd just like to say thank you, Dad, for always supporting me and guiding me through my basketball journey and never giving up on me. I love you.
Love you. Well, now that you're playing here in Junior MPBL, this is your second season and you need to take it seriously. Seriously means dedication, okay? Dedication means hard work, sacrifice, and know your priorities, okay? Just keep it up and keep practicing, and you're doing good. Just do better. Okay, love you.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you.
I love you and thank you.
Kailan? Baliktad? Ito. So, ng burger eh. Naghahanap nga ng burger. Malilate na ako eh. Malilate na akong dating eh. Hindi na ako naka-drive-thru. We welcome you on this Tuesday special live from the Banana Court in Las Piñas City for another action-packed day of youth basketball. And we commence today's basketball hostilities with 14 under action from the North Division as one team is still searching for its first win. Collides against a team still with an immaculate record as we continue the live coverage of the country's premier youth basketball league, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, under 6-game slate. Hatid namin sa inyo ngayong Martes beginning with the Valenzuela progress going up against the Meycauayan Bamboo Archers, ating 14, 16, and 18 under divisions. And later this afternoon, Mandaluyong and San Juan will figure it out in their own 3-game set. Pleasant morning sa inyong lahat. I'm Mendihar, joined once again by Coach Noy Africa, and it's always a pleasure to work with you.
Most definitely, always a pleasure. But game at hand, very interesting. A team still winless after 2 games, Valenzuela, and then you've got Meycauayan naman, wala pang talo in 3 games. So something's gotta give. And hopefully we can give you a good show this morning.
Definitely a good show that we are expecting. Of course, Daphne Cristobal, the third person of our panel, will be joining us later on. All 6 games, courtesy of Miss Summa Cum Laude. Umpisahan na nga natin covering these 2 teams, Coach Noy, and beginning with the Valenzuela progress. No? And in terms of progress, not the progress that they're looking for to begin their season.
Well, definitely a lot of work to be done for Valenzuela progress. Their last game against Mandaluyong Junior Micro Smith, they lost by 24 points, 103 to 79. Well, you're gonna have a lot of trouble trying to win if you allow your opponent to shoot 53% from the field first and foremost. And interestingly, they actually out-rebounded Mandaluyong 50 to 38, but they gave up too many fast break points, 43 points. That's just way too much. And of course, you still have a player to watch here, Johan Martinez, in their last game against Mandaluyong, finishing with 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals.
Ito naman tayo sa undefeated Meycauayan Bamboo Archers, continuing their winning streak with that victory against the Davao King Thorns.
They won that game 68 to 57. They shot the same percentage from the field, 37%, but they were actually able to out-rebound Davao 50 to 39. And although they did force 35 turnovers against Davao, they really need to clean things up as they committed 26 turnovers of their own. Player to watch for them, of course, very impressive. And I'm really looking forward to watch this kid play. Debron Benitez finishing with a monster double-double, 31 points, 20 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 steals, and add 1 block.
Promising young kid indeed. Malaman na nga natin if Valenzuela will finally get their first victory in season number 2 or will Meycauayan continue their winning ways. Let's now head over to Kagawad Balong Rosetes with our starting lineups.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Banana Court, Las Piñas City. Here we go for the first match. It's 14 under of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. We're live on the official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Junior MPBL. It's time for your Valenzuela Progress versus Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Let's meet the starters from both teams. First, from your Valenzuela Progress. Guard number 26, Jordan C. Shooting guard number 16, Johan Hernandez. Forward number 2, Alexander De La Cruz. Power forward number 7, Travis Villarico. Center number 21, Miguel Lizo. The head coach of Valenzuela Progress 14 under is Coach June Dose. His assistant, Raydan Lacamento, Rob Lamsen, John Bunda, Joel Reyes. Team manager, Joseph Putong, Ariel Enriquez. And now, it's time to meet the starters of your Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Guard number 11, Jetler Dumail. Also at guard number 77, John Lloyd Hertes. Forward number 15, Jeffrey Abellana. Power forward number 3, Debron Benitez. Center number 13, Angelo Mata. The head coach of Meycauayan Bamboo Archers 14 under is Coach Alvin Banyas. Assistant coach, Jericho Santos. Team manager, Reynaldo Villamor.
Morning once again mula dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas. Sa look at our Dorite team starters. Meycauayan will begin this game with Dumael, Hertez, Abellana, Benitez, and Mata. Para sa Valenzuela Progress naman, we have C. Hernandez, De La Cruz, Villarico, and Lizo rounding out their 5. The first game of 6. This game day Tuesday. Jaime Mendehar kasama si Coach Noy Africa alongside Daphne Cristobal bringing the action for season number 2 of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino as Meycauayan get first possession and agad-agad naman bibigyan tayo ng pound-for-pound fitness move brought to us by Pound for Pound Experience, the Pound Effect. This is John Lloyd Hertez, another John Lloyd in the league, Coach Noy.
And really a lot of promise when it comes to giving up monikers. But nevertheless, off the jump of the tip, able to, Valenzuela giving up easy 2 points. That's almost as good as a fast break point. Again, in that game against Mandaluyong, they gave up 43 fast break points. So definitely need to work on that.
Full court pressure immediately applied here by the Bamboo Archers. Able to break that press and getting their first 2 of this game, Alexander De La Cruz. This is Miguel Lizo rather.
That's the way you attack the press. You have to make them pay for pressing you.
Inside, Operator picking up where he left off in that previous game. Monster double-double for this kid. Gets his first 2 this morning.
Yeah, 31 and 20 is very impressive. Even more impressive, he's averaging 32 points and 18 rebounds. So that's pretty much just another day at the office for Mr. Debron Benitez.
Maalat pa pala siya nun, no?
Maalat,
31, a point short of his average. Contact but no foul as Lizo comes up with a rebound. Miguel come up with a steal. Benitez once again.
Just relentless in attacking the paint, getting the steal and another steal.
Had 6 of those in their previous assignment. Missing though on that short stab. Almost another turnover para sa Valenzuela. Mapapatid dito si De La Cruz. Great show of sportsmanship.
Well, it's my first time actually to see Debron Benitez. 31 points, 20 rebounds. I didn't quite expect this kind of frame. And the best thing about it, he's not necessarily playing the pick. He's a very athletic wing.
And you would like to see, kasi nakikita natin na some players that are moving 14, 16, and 18 that are playing that position na parang hindi na nila matransform agad yung kanilang laro in terms of playing 5 or maybe even 4 in the lower ranks or lower divisions, that when they move up and maybe the build and even the height hindi sumunod, that they struggle finding that, still operating inside kung yun man yung pwesto pa rin nila.
But the way I see him now, pretty much some subtle adjustments. Probably if he moves up to the 16 and under, he remains the same height. Probably a little less rebounds, but the way he defends in the perimeter and the way he gets his points attacking the paint could translate when he moves up.
As Mata hits on that basket and another steal on the backcourt. Up by 7 now are the Archers, 9-2. This pressure has been causing some trouble dito para sa Valenzuela Progress. Several green shirts hounding the ball handlers of Valenzuela. A bit too aggressive in that instance. Hertez will be whistled with that personal.
Well, that's something that you try and work on, how you make the aggressive team pay for their aggression, and that's you really need to move that basketball even quicker.
Off on that jumper was Hernandez. Three-pointer, that's short. Lizo another rebound.
You see even on the misses, itong Meycauayan, talagang they're putting pressure on the basketball. So no real time for relaxation. You're gonna have to make quick decisions, make quick reactions, quick reads on the floor.
Magandaanin mo na lang sa bilis no? Although mixing it up this time, no full court pressure from the Archers. It's a chance for Valenzuela to execute their half-court set. Open for the three-pointer is De La Cruz. Off to the left, Tapigan. Benitez with a board. Pass ahead and yet another fast break point. So mukhang ito yung tema dito para sa Meycauayan Archers as Jeffrey Abellana joins the scoring fray. Valenzuela not liking what they're seeing. Take another look. Gets the bump. And the finish. Valenzuela as Meycauayan now up by 9. We have a Nature Spring timeout.
It is just the first season of Johan Martinez and he has been delivering the goods para nga dito sa Valenzuela Classic Juniors. He even told me na naalala niya pa nga almost 100 plus sila down to 50, 25 and making it to the final 20 cut na grabe yung kaba na nararamdaman niya. Like the others who were recruited, no? Ito si Johan, he had to go through the long lines, the quality seconds of proving himself so he could create a remarkable impression. Sabi niya nga sa akin na in this game, he is hoping na makaka-contribute siya in their bounce back victory. That's all for now. Back to you guys.
Thank you. That was Daphne Cristobal with that report. And right on cue, Johan Martinez scores that basket off the timeout of Valenzuela. What a story for this kid and among many kids that went through a similar process. Tryouts, from 100 down to 50 up until the final squad. Talagang giving this platform to these kids to show up and showcase their talents.
Well, for sure, he knows that he earned his spot, being able to be recognized from tryouts of 300 kids. Parang ano lang yan parang buhay. To find your partner, you're gonna have to sift through, wag naman sigurong 300. Nasa mga 10 lang, ganyan. Si Daphne kasi nasa mga 20 yata Pero anyway, he did not start the game and looks like they're really looking for some offense. That's why they put him in already.
Did have that 16-point outing, and despite that loss against Mandaluyong, although in that instance they turn it over They'll be called for a 24-second shot clock violation.
Of course, Johan Martinez averaging 12 points per ball game, had 16 in that last game. So we're hoping that he keeps on improving, because definitely Valenzuela needs a lot of help. Then offensively, they only have 4 points in more than half of the first quarter already gone.
Benitez will be fouled. Let's see if 2 free throws will be awarded. It's really a tough cover itong batang to si Devron Benitez. Balasa nga agad ng front court itong Valenzuela as Nuida checks in, replacing Lizzo. I believe that's Lizzo's second after committing that foul.
The game of Devron Benitez, tailor fit siya talaga dun sa any team trying to pressure the basketball with the speed that he has the height, and the ability to finish also. So for as long as you keep on making you keep on forcing the turnovers, you're gonna have a finisher on the other end.
Nice block there coming from Alcanar, but stepped on that baseline. Meycauayan will keep it. As some applause to this player that just came in for the Bamboo Archers. This is John Riano. May baon na fans club itong si Riano in this game. Archers come up with that loose ball. So 3:47 left, just the first period. Archers still up by 7. The traveling infraction will be whistled here against Quiamco. That traveling violation parang staple na sa junior MPBL, Coach Noy. I mean, for the kids listening, what's usually, what they can practice in terms of avoiding that?
Well, you have to be decisive on your movement. You hesitate, usually that's when those turnovers come. Like that shot coming from Alexander De La Cruz. No hesitation, he got the ball and he started the shooting motion. It's when you hesitate, and when you receive the ball, either you shoot it, you pass it, or you dribble the ball.
Another offensive rebound here for the Archers. Ball goes back to Valenzuela. It's a stop you're looking for after hitting that three-pointer.
Well, even with that miss from Devron Benitez, you like how aggressively he attacks the glass, the offensive glass, and that's really how you pile on stats like this. 18 rebounds per ball game.
20 in their previous assignment, and imagine
nag-improve pa.
Oh, nag-improve pa eh. Tsaka pang-apat na laro na nila to eh. So it's not like just one game where you had that output. Definitely a player that other teams need to be wary of if makakaharap nila itong Meycauayan. Pass ahead, anticipated there by Riano. Pulling up. Won't go down, and another offensive rebound and put back for Devron Benitez, to the delight of the Bamboo Archers crowd. Take another look. Yung activity nga nito ni Devron Benitez, you mentioned that kanina, Coach Noy, in full display, parang nag-hesitate siya mag-flex. No?
Humility. But nevertheless, you can see that activity. You look at him, he's not the tallest of players. You look at the build, he's not, not yet well built. But with the way he keeps on moving, the way he's going after the ball, that's why he's getting these many rebounds.
7 and 4 to his name, and he will take a breather. By the way, that earlier foul count and move was brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. Experience the Pound effect. Exactly 2 minutes left here in the first. Able to break the press is Valenzuela. See, may ipit. Has to dribble out. As a foul will be whistled here against the Archers. That would put them at the limit. No free throws just yet.
The foul will go on Dumael. They had C already cornered. You do not need to reach. You don't always have to go for the steal. You already had him hemmed him. And you wait for him to either make an errant pass or, eventually you're going to get that basketball.
And another foul called here against Riano. And that will mean free throws. So, parang kakasabi mo pa lang yung pointer, Coach Noy, na you don't have to reach, right? And couple of instances for Meycauayan where they did exactly that. And it's resulted to opportunities para sa Valenzuela. Specifically, Joaquin C. gets his first set of free throws in this game. It's on the first.
Although you can't really blame the kids. You see someone trap, you see the ball, hindi mo pipigilan talaga to go after it, to slap at it. But eventually you'll learn that you're better off just keeping that trap and wait for your other teammates probably get to read the passing lane on some weak pass.
Even in the pros, no? Nakikita pa rin natin that players na natatakam whenever they kind of have an opportunity to come up with a steal or come up with a big block. Ooh, what a move. It's Johan Hernandez.
That time, so far, Valenzuela in the half court, whenever they're not pressured, they're able to execute, and that's why they've managed to creep back in down by 3.
The energy now picking up for this Valenzuela team. Even on the defensive side, causing yet another turnover here para sa Meycauayan. Joaquin C. battling his way inside. Will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
He was actually bailed out. He was about to travel, but the contact came first.
Yung aggression niya, no? Parang na-reward. Isa lang yung pakay niya nung nakuha niya yung bola eh. Didn't matter if 2 archers were blocking his way. As Meycauayan will call for their own Nature Spring timeout. Still up by 3, 14-11 with 43.6 seconds left in the quarter. Joaquin C. on the line. Prior to that timeout, was fouled in that attack to the basket. 3 straight conversions for Joaquin C.
And I love the shooting form, although I might regret this. But if you watch his form, the follow through is just great to look at.
He leaves it, no? There's that confidence in that stroke. Joaquin C. now has 4 out of 4 from the line. It's a 1-point lead now para sa Valenzuela. Going to the other side, but missing on that reverse. Valenzuela with another stop.
And these are the important minutes for Meycauayan whenever Devron Benitez is not on the floor.
Taranto goes inside to Nuida. Will get the bounce.
Right now, Valenzuela getting most of their points inside, have managed to actually come up with the lead now.
This is an 8-2 run. They were once at 12-7. That shot will miss. And after trailing by as much as 9 here in the first quarter, Valenzuela will take a 1-point lead with them heading into the second. Take a look at some highlights in our first 10 minutes of action. Lizzo opening the scoring para dito sa Valenzuela. Devron Benitez doing the usual Devron stuff. 7 points and 4 rebounds after the first. That lone 3-pointer courtesy of De La Cruz naman. And that basket from Nuida that gave the lead to the Valenzuela Progress. And at the end of the first, it's 15-14 in favor of the White Shirts.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines.
Second quarter about to resume this 14-under matchup of the Meycauayan Bamboo Archers and Valenzuela Progress. 1-point lead para sa Valenzuela. Dito pa rin tayo sa Banana Court in Las Piñas, bringing you the action for season number 2 of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Takbo dito. Missing on that layup was Martinez. Bit of a sorry miss. Takbo tayo sa kabila. Layup too strong, but another offensive rebound will be fouled from behind was Benitez.
And with Valenzuela now with the lead, you can't afford to toy around with your opponent. That's why they bring in LeBron Benitez. But if you look at the stats, 30% from the field for Meycauayan, 6 out of 20. They've had 10 more attempts than Valenzuela, but Valenzuela has been more efficient, 50%. So whenever they're not pressured, they get to cross the timeline, they get to execute. They've been very selective with their shots. They've been taking good shots, and that's if you're Meycauayan, you cannot allow Valenzuela to gain some confidence because sometimes that's all it takes.
And they did put on that full court press. Talking about the Archers, dun sila nakapag-create ng turnovers and even fast break points. They had 8 of the fast break points in the first. Gusto mo nga sanang they do a lot more of. As Joaquin say, able to get another one. That's 6 now para kay Joaquin.
If you watch the way he moves on the floor, it's not yet very refined. It medyo raw pa ng konti, pero you like the willingness and fearlessness to attack the rim.
Speaking of fearless, no fear. That's Johan Martinez making up for that earlier boo-boo.
And just like that, the swing of momentum now on the side of Valenzuela from being down 11-2, now they're up 19-15.
Able to hit from outside was Benitez. 19-15, Valenzuela up by 4. Martinez through traffic, almost loses it. Gets it to Joaquin C for the baseline jumper. Gooseneck. Leave it up there, Joaquin.
Mid-range jumper is just money for Joaquin.
Showing us na he can't. I mean, he was able to show us yung penetration niya kanina, Coach Noy. Pinupuri mo yung stroke niya sa free throw line. Pinakitaan kanya nung baseline jumper naman.
And the energy coming from the bench, you allow the Valenzuela team that earlier was very quiet. When they were pressed, they couldn't do anything. And then all of a sudden, you give them the confidence, and now even the bench is involved in this game.
Kabit na to, 14-1 run. Since they were down by 7, 14-7 at one point in the first quarter. Go inside, another open lane as Martinez scores on another one. Johan Martinez now has 6.
They continue to shoot well from the field. Already 9 out of 15. That's 60%.
Get another turnover dito para sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Immaculate record on the line for the green shirts. Now trailing by 8. So maybe a bit of uncharted territory para dito sa Meycauayan. In that moment nga that they had to sit LeBron Benitez in that first quarter, fully taking advantage itong Valenzuela.
But also if you're Meycauayan, I'm just guessing here. Because they know they can pressure Valenzuela the whole time. But I think they're trying to work out their zone defense and try to see if they can actually defend in the half court.
Aranto will try from outside. Too strong. But Martinez able to come up with that steal from behind. Was looking for Gentalian. Nice anticipation there by the Archers. Beliano with a steal. Looking ahead, finally a basket for Meycauayan.
And whenever they push the pace, that's they get easy baskets, and so far Valenzuela has not proven that they can defend in transition.
Was Velosilio with that basket earlier. And hit was Martinez. Still up by 6. Are the progress, 23-17. A little under 6 minutes left sa ating first half of action. Benitez matatapikan. They come up with another steal. Martinez with a head of steam. Gets it to go. Johan Martinez.
The way I've been watching Johan Martinez, I think he is already going to be that leader for Valenzuela Progress.
Yung energy na dala rin niya. Nakita mo yung talagang every time hawak yung he has only one gear.
Yeah, that's something that he will eventually learn to work on. Actually, after the basket, he was already signaling to the bench to get subbed out. So, you like that coming from a leader when kung binuhos mo na yung lahat, you think that you're going to be a liability on the floor, you need some rest, you immediately tell your coach. And the coaches, I think, appreciate that. Although it's not all the time that you're gonna get your wish. May napapasab ka pero ayaw ng coach. Wala kang magagawa. You're just gonna have to keep on playing.
Wala kang magagawa. Kailangan na sa inyas ng coach. Hindi mo pwedeng i-sub out yung sarili mo.
There was actually one time a player we were coaching. I was part of the coaching staff. He was asking to be subbed out. Tapos hindi siya sinub out. So I had to process that with him after. Na, even if you ask to be subbed out, they don't sub you out. You just keep playing until you pass out. That's a really good sign, and that will be always a positive for you moving forward.
It's not always, final say pa rin naman si coach at the end of the day. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau, very famous on playing his players close to 48 minutes, a contest.
And Jason Hart did play back-to-back 48-minute games in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Not saying they did ask for a substitution, but
I don't think he asked for a substitution.
Yun na rin. But there are those types of coaches as well that likely just leave you on the floor and let you figure it out. There's another basket here for the Archers. This is Angelo Mata with that basket.
But I feel like Meycauayan is biding their time. They know they can flip that switch anytime they want to, but you just have to be very careful dahil baka i-switch mo, hindi mag-on.
Speaking of switching, let's switch over to Daphne Cristobal with a report. Daphne?
Let's talk about the 14-year-old promising star of Meycauayan Bamboo Archers, none other than Devron Benitez. Hailing from North Sagaray, Bulacan, he admits struggling in going to practices, but he'd say it's slowly paying off, especially with schools trying to recruit him today. Whatever team he will head on to, he hopes to contribute, learn from them, and mostly grow as individual and as a player. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ms. Summa Cum Laude, with that report. And Devron Benitez, very well deserved, that is already getting those schools to scout him dito sa ating junior MPBL.
Well, it's not surprising if you're putting up numbers like this. Very easily, a coach would just go on Facebook, go on YouTube, which is actually, what's good about the junior MPBL. You don't have to go to the venues. You open your Facebook or YouTube, you're gonna be able to scout already. And Devron Benitez definitely deserves a shot, playing for hopefully a big school and be in a national spotlight. He is in the national spotlight playing for the junior MPBL now, but you want a bigger platform, a bigger stage for players like Devron.
Right on cue once again, pinag-usapan na si Devron Benitez. Hitting on that basket, trims this lead down to 4, 27-23 with 2:02 remaining here in the second quarter. Take another look at that fast break layup as De La Cruz are keeping this lead para sa Valenzuela Progress. And that floater coming from De La Peña. Answering on the other end, we have another Nature Spring timeout. Magbabalik pa po ang inyong Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Last 2:02 of our first half. Valenzuela up by 4, 27-23 against the Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. To execute once again on their half court. They've had much success pag nakakatawid nga sila, and not the success I was quite describing as Martinez immediately plugged in to the ball. Parang pinainom lang ng tubig, Coach Noy, no?
Yeah, but Valenzuela knows they really need to be more patient with their offense while Meycauayan giving them that opportunity, making them play in the half court.
Valenzuela once again. Martinez to De La Cruz. Looking to split his defenders, maiipit. That's a nice stop coming from Mata. Ball will stay though with Valenzuela. It's the same ball possession, Coach Noy.
Well, the possession will stay with the same team who has the ball. So, same ball possession.
Sounds about right. Exactly a minute remaining sa ating second. Pass deflected. Caranto. His pass stolen. Takbo ditong Meycauayan. Sa Beliana. Crosses the timeline. Takes it all the way. Kisses it off the glass.
That time, Meycauayan able to score even on the secondary break. Valenzuela just not stopping the basketball that time.
8 down to 2, 27-25. Caranto gets the handoff. Attacking. See? Kick out. Caranto once again. 4 seconds to shoot. C makes a move. As time runs out. Shot clock. Mapuputokan na naman ng 24 itong Valenzuela. Meycauayan will call for another Nature Spring timeout with 15.3 seconds. Looking to set up the last play of our half. Laman nga natin sa pagbabalik ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Last 15.3 seconds of the second quarter of that Nature Spring timeout. The Bamboo Archers look to execute, possibly tie or take the lead or turn it over. It's also a possibility. Yet another traveling violation that's caused by that moment's hesitation that you described nga kanina.
Yeah, but right now, Meycauayan with fouls to give.
Not using it. Martinez with another bucket. That's Johan Martinez's 10th point, the only player in double figures at the half. The Bamboo Archers trail by 4, 29-25. Take another look at that Johan Martinez escape. Confidence in this kid from tryouts now to the main team. One of the reasons why they're up by 4 at the half, 29-25 against Meycauayan.
Inspirational. He's a great father, and I hope he continues to be a great father. And he inspires me every day, and he helps me every day, and he helps me become better at basketball.
First naman, sabi ko sa kanya, tinanong ko sa kanya kung gusto niya ba talaga ng basketball. Sabi naman niya, okay, gusto naman niya. So, sabi ko, ano lang, focus lang kung ano yung mga sinasabi ko or yung mga coaches, work hard lang. And yun, enjoy lang. Yun ang main thing doon.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy.
Thank you.
Inspiration kasi siya po yung dahilan kung bakit ako nagpapatuloy mag-improve araw-araw para pangarap kong maging pro basketball player. Like, ini-improve ko po yung sarili ko, especially sa mga weakness ko sa loob ng court. Siyempre, pinapromise ko din sa kanila na, lalo na kay Papa, na gusto na ko iapak na sa basketball. Mas lalagpasan ko pa. Pagpapatuloy lang akong mag-aral ng mabuti at mag-improve araw-araw. Kasi yun lang naman yung gusto niya mangyari sa akin. Ilaan niya yung game niya kay God palagi. And huwag siya magsawang matuto. Lagi siya makinig sa coaches niya kasi wala namang ituturong mali ang mga coaches kundi para sa ikabubuti niya. So, lagi lang siya makikinig sa coaches. Happy Father's Day. Mahal-mahal ka.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
For moments before we resume our second half of action, silipin muna natin mga highlights in our first two quarters. Johan Martinez leading all scorers with 10. Providing that spark para dito sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Trying to do his best. On the other end naman is Devron Benitez. A lot more ang hinahanap niya sa kanyang teammates. And now trailing after leading by as much as 9 in that first quarter. Valenzuela with that response and some leading scorers dito, Coach Noy.
Yeah, for Meycauayan, no surprise here. Devron Benitez already with 8 points. Abiliana with 6. De La Peña with 4. Valenzuela, the only player in double digits. As you said, Johan Martinez with 10. You've got Joaquin C, surprisingly with 8 points. And then you've got De La Cruz with 5. But if you look at the numbers, and you tell me that Valenzuela will be shooting 57% from the field in the first half, I wouldn't have believed you, but they actually did. While Meycauayan only 36% from the field, rebounding, going the way actually of Valenzuela, 17-13. Turnovers at 14, but they've done a better job taking care of the basketball. In the second quarter, only, again, 14 to the 9 of Meycauayan fast break points. A slight advantage for Meycauayan, 12-10, but I felt like, the shift in momentum was when Meycauayan stopped pressuring the basketball. So we're looking to see them pressure the basketball again in the second half.
Tingnan nga natin if Meycauayan will be able to find that switch on the defensive side of the basketball as we take another lucky fan in this game day Tuesday. Brought to us by Chris Jacob Collections. Lucky fan na nakakuha ng ating Chris Jacob New Generation Air Freshener Room and Linen Spray, which is our everyday essential partner in keeping your surroundings feeling fresh, disinfected, and hotel-like. Experience a sense of royalty with Chris Jacob Everywhere Sprays.
I'm still waiting on our sample from Chris Jacob. Looking forward to make my room smell hotel-like.
Naamoy ko naman na yung Chris Jacob collection na yan. It's very pleasant. Kasi yung floor director natin, si Philip, is always using Chris Jacob collection.
Pero hindi ba dapat perfume yung gagamitin niya?
I guess ganun ka hotel-like yung amoy ng ating room and linen spray. Si Balong, yung ating cameraman, is also using that. Everyday spray. The everywhere spray, it's everyday spray.
Everyday spray.
Para kay Balong naman. Action resumes sa ating third quarter. Valenzuela holding on to this 4-point lead against the Archers as Mata attacks strong. A couple of players could be called for this personal, but it would be called against Lizzo.
And coming out of halftime, Valenzuela doesn't look like a team that has not won yet. There's a bit of swagger that we can hang around with a team already at 3-0. And if you're Meycauayan, that's a scary thought. I mean, they may feel like they can just dilly-dally and still get a victory, but right now this team, Valenzuela, looks a little more confident.
Nabigyan mo ng kumpiyansa eh. No? That, because it could be intimidating knowing that you're facing a 3-0 squad, talking about Valenzuela progress. But, like you said, they aren't playing as if they're 0-2 and losing big in their previous game as well. Na parang talagang nalimutan na nila yung talo na yun against Mandaluyong.
Well, at the start of the game, they went 11-2 right away. Valenzuela looked lost. And then all of a sudden, there's a sudden transformation, especially in that second quarter. They even actually managed to get the lead at the end of the first. And right now, I think Meycauayan looking to wipe that swagger off the Valenzuela progress.
You were looking for this during our halftime analysis at the Archers could go to this full court pressure a bit more often, if not throughout the rest of the second half. Drop pass, but too deep para dito kay Travis Villarigo. That pass, tight pass, but an even tighter finish as John Lloyd Hertez gives us yet another pound-for-pound fitness foul-counted move brought to us by pound-for-pound experience, the pound effect. We experienced it in that instance, indeed.
Yes, definitely. And Meycauayan, if you watch them play, you know they have that extra gear. It's just that they keep on, kumbaga nasa third gear lang sila eh. They still have that fourth, they even have that fifth gear. And if they push to that gear, medyo mahihirapan tong Valenzuela progress. But I think they're trying to, be able to play at that particular gear, because moving forward, you can't just play top speed all the time. You're gonna need to drive slow also.
Joaquin C gets on another bucket. Whenever they're able to break that press, nitong Meycauayan naman, it does wonders for them on the other side.
And Joaquin C will be the second player in double digits for Valenzuela.
Benitez straight away. Will get that to trickle in. Lebron Benitez showing us the stroke. Siya naman ang unang makaka-double digits dito para sa Meycauayan. He now has 11.
And I'm pretty sure he knows that that's a shot he will need to work on.
Pass deflected by Martinez and last touch dito kay Dumael.
So right now that's 4 steals for Lebron Benitez. Already with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals.
We talked about the 3-point stroke as a turnover will be called here against Johan Hernandez. Inbounding violation.
But if you're Valenzuela, this is going to be a learning experience. Win or lose, you're gonna figure out that you really need to be able to handle a full court pressure defense.
Cortez will miss from outside. Dumael. Short stab won't work. Mata, third opportunity. Fighting for that rebound, but ball goes back to the Progress.
And we can already see additional aggression for the side of Meycauayan. Valenzuela is actually lucky na hindi pa nga nakascore yung Meycauayan because they're giving up too many offensive rebounds, especially in that possession.
Immediately turn the ball back over as Jordan C. loses that basketball. Archers trying to catch Valenzuela napping. Same ball possession para dito sa Meycauayan. Shot clock at 18. Up by 1 now are the Archers after trailing by as much as 8. Benitez to the baseline. Really just that athleticism at this age.
Nothing Villarigo could do. Trying to meet him in the air. Pero mas mataas pa eh. Parang one step higher pa. The way Lebron Benitez able to elevate.
Valenzuela will call for a nature spring timeout. Take another look at that move. Happened right in front of us. Simpleng-simple para kay Lebron Benitez. Babalik po tayo with the Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. 5:54 left here in the third quarter. Meycauayan now up by 3, 34-31 against Valenzuela. They go to Benitez once again, automatic.
Nothing flashy on that move from Devron, but he knew he could elevate over McKinsey that time.
Another turnover, 3 straight para sa Valenzuela. Everything but the basket para kay Samonte. That time, foul committed. But too much pressure. Dumael will be whistled for that personal. Meanwhile, let's head over to Daphne once again for another report. Go ahead, Daphne.
It shouldn't be a one-man team as everyone has their own role. Head coach Alvin Banyas of the Bamboo Archers stressed out that there was insufficient defense that gave easy buckets for the Classic Juniors during the first half. Hindi pwedeng si Devron lang, he said, and I quote, paano kung wala siya? Sayang ine-ensayo natin araw-araw kung ganyan lang ang ipapakita ninyo. Now, the big question is, can this be a redemption with their 5-point lead para dito sa team Meycauayan? Hi, may Coach Noel.
Thank you, Daphne. And it's an excellent question. Paano nga naman kung wala si Devron? And we had a glimpse of that in the first quarter that you pointed out. Na yun yung challenge for Meycauayan. How do you sustain yung production without Devron Benitez?
Well, that is quote-unquote the trap of having a very talented player like Devron. You're gonna rely on him. And the thing is with Devron, he's not only the anchor on the offensive end, he's also the anchor on the defensive end. He sets the tone, and whenever he's not on the floor, medyo may drop off yung the quality of defense that they put up. And that's why, as I said earlier, very important what happens to Meycauayan in the non-Devron minutes. So I guess it's also what Coach Alvin Banyas is trying to do when he brings him out. It's sort of a challenge for the rest of the guys. How do you respond? How do you react? And who is the next man up?
In terms of their defense, really causing trouble dito para sa Valenzuela. Joaquin Say adjusts but can convert. Nuida with a rebound. Martinez will reset. Traveling violation once again. This time, Caranto. Mapipituhan. Archers now up by 7. Slowly but surely taking that lead back. Question is, they gave it up early.
And in that play, very important. The fundamentals. You do that jab step. You make sure you don't lift that pivot foot. And that time, Caranto did, and that's why he was called for the travel.
Steal after steal. Can't hit, but Benitez out rebounding everyone.
Pretty much just going over the back. That time of Hernandez.
Another traveling violation. So yung foundation, yung basics, fundamentals, these kids have to develop, and we are in a developmental league. If there's somewhere that you can put that into practice, that's in the junior MPBL. That's another bucket. John Lloyd Hernandez. I like the game of this kid. John Lloyd Hernandez. Not just his name, but also his game.
Again, we're not here to see, the best players at their age. But it's more of really seeing the development, being able to monitor the development, especially for us who covered the first season. You can see development from the players that we've seen before. But this guy, well, actually his name, parang it's a good moniker by itself. You've got LeBron, and then while he's developing, it's Devron.
So eventually, pupunta siya sa City Hall and
papapalitan niya LeBron.
So Devron Benitez gives us another pound-for-pound fitness foul-counted move. Experience the pound effect. Completes the three-point play.
So it's pretty much developing LeBron. So nickname Devron.
Another turnover dito para sa Valenzuela. They had some success in the first half breaking that 1-2-2. Pero ngayon, even if matawid man nila, yung unforced turnovers naman really hurting them. Now the biggest lead para sa Meycauayan at 12. push called here against Gabriel Arcilla. That would just be the second team foul para sa Meycauayan. Samantala, Valenzuela is already in the penalty. More importantly, Meycauayan has outscored itong Valenzuela 20-4 here in the third quarter.
And actually, even more impressive for Meycauayan, they're putting pressure defense. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. How many fouls do they have? Only 2. So they've been pressuring without fouling, using their feet.
Hindi naman sila nag-press doon. When they committed that foul, it was an illegal pick called against John Ludek Riano. That would be team foul number 3 now. Still a minute and 45 remaining in the third. Martinez, haven't mentioned him in a while. Caranto. An open Hernandez. Ball might have been deflected. That three-point attempt. We have a counter steal. Villarico ahead to Martinez. Challenges the defense. Gets the hoop and the harm. Johan Martinez trying to keep his team in it.
Whenever they've they put Johan Martinez in a position to score, he has been delivering for them. 12 points now in the ball game.
Yet another pound-for-pound fitness move brought to us by pound-for-pound experience, the pound effect. It's 45-35, 10-point advantage pa rin para sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. And before the bonus free throw of Johan Martinez, we have a Nature Spring timeout. Still a minute and 20 left in the third quarter. Valenzuela trying to get some momentum heading into that fourth quarter. Was in this third. Prior that basket nito ni Johan Martinez, only 4 points ang kanilang naitala with just a minute and 20 remaining sa ating third period.
Well, obviously, Valenzuela looking to have more consistency, more progress. And, you know, there are flashes of brilliance for them, but it's just too far and few between.
Pass out. Hurtes. Ooh, athletic move from this kid. Sabi ko naman sa'yo, Coach John Lloyd Hurtes giving us his best. No look to Abellana.
Showing some flash after that fantastic finish with that no-look sassy pass.
Sabi ni Abellana sa kanya, wag kang tumingin, wag mo kong tignan. Three-pointer, still no go para sa Valenzuela. They would keep it, same ball possession para sa Valenzuela Progress.
Actually, whenever you receive a pass that pretty, yung pressure na pupunta sa receiver, kailangan ko ito i-convert eh. Assist nga na to eh.
Totoo yan, no? Parang, alam ka namang i-replay mo yung highlight na pasa lang. As Johan Martinez gets another bucket. Stops the bleeding here and comes up with a steal, and he is fouled, and that will mean free throws. Johan Martinez, really the difference maker here para sa Progress.
Of course, in that first half, he had Joaquin C who helped him. They both had 8 points, but so far Joaquin C with 2 points here in the third quarter. We're gonna need a lot more scorers. But going back to your point, yung hindi nako-convert na napakagandang pasa, the only assist that I can, the only pass that I can think of is that Jason Williams behind the back elbow pass. Na kahit hindi na-convert ni Rafe LaFrance, you're gonna keep on seeing it. If you don't know what that is, look it up.
Rafe LaFrance.
Rafe LaFrance.
I like that. Nakaka-relate pa. Gusto ko pag nagbibigay ng player, tapos kilala ko pa.
J-Dub eh.
Rafe LaFrance.
The Professor. White chocolate.
Rafe LaFrance can be known for a lot of things, no? But he will be famous for
not converting.
Another foul, and that will mean free throws as well. At penalty na ang parehong koponan. That hurts if you are Meycauayan, that you could have held for the last shot. But instead, mabibigyan mo pa nga ng 2 free throws itong Valenzuela as Villarico look to trim this lead down, missing on that first. So 12.1.
Yeah, Meycauayan 3-0, but they know they still have a lot of work to do. And, you know, those little things you really need to work on. Dahil if you progress into the next round, hindi pwedeng, you know, you still really need to work on these things.
Another turnover para sa Archers, blocked by Benitez. Basket once again. So yung puntos, sobrang hirap para sa Valenzuela in the first 8 minutes of this quarter. Then biglang bumulusok sila rito. The last minute and a half. Another foul counted move brought to us by Pound for Pound. Experience the Pound effect. And guess who?
Johan Martinez. Well, you were saying na napakahirap ng puntos in the first 8 minutes. I still think napakahirap pa rin ng puntos, but Johan Martinez has just been converting, showing why we think he will be the leader of the Valenzuela and their progress.
Still can't complete that three-point play though. Maybe that free throw shooting, something that Johan Martinez would work on a little bit more. Nevertheless, they were able to bring this to a single-digit deficit, 49-40, heading into the fourth quarter. Some highlights for you. A lot of action in that third quarter. More so from the guards. Of course, Johan Martinez and John Lloyd Hurtes naman sa kabila. Benitez showing us the stroke. Shooter's touch, shooter's bounce. Yun yung no-look ni John Lloyd to Abellana. A lot more of that in the last 10 minutes sa pagbabalik ng ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL at the end of the third. It's 49-40 in favor of Meycauayan. Final 10 minutes of action. Meycauayan and Valenzuela, 14 under division. Mula pa rin dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas. Jaime Mendear, kasama pa rin si Coach Noy Africa. Alongside Daphne Cristobal, bringing the action of season number 2 of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Lizzo, and to operate inside. Can't hit. Meycauayan will get the possession. Not a same ball possession.
But despite the dominance by Meycauayan in the third quarter, outscoring Valenzuela 24-11, they're only up by 9 points. So it's still very manageable for Valenzuela, but definitely a lot of work to do. As first and foremost, need to figure out how to break that pressure defense.
Benitez wide open. Makes them pay.
LeBron Benitez now showing off the outside shot. That was a long two, so 11 points for Meycauayan.
Benitez so far already has 24. Still a far cry from his 32-point average.
Disappointment so far.
LeBron.
24.
Ba't naman ganyan? Still 903 though.
And only with 8 rebounds.
Yep.
You're gonna have to work better, keep developing.
Not when we are watching, Debron. The first time for both of us to cover, of course, Meycauayan. 51-40. Three-pointer. Mahulog yan para kay De La Cruz. That's his second of the game. 8 points para dito kay Alexander De La Cruz.
Sure, Valenzuela, you've got materials right there. It's just a matter of putting everything together.
Trying to escape the defense was Alcanar, but a bit too overzealous there was Jordan C.
Like I said, you've got materials, you've got outside shooting from De La Cruz. Martinez can score anywhere.
Martinez trying to hustle for that basketball, can't come up with it. Floater in the lane, too strong. Benitez snatches that rebound. Won't hit. Third opportunity is good para dito kay Cian Alcanar.
Right now, Meycauayan really looking for the kill. Look at how aggressive they've been pressuring the basketball and attacking the offensive glass.
That has hurt itong Valenzuela. Time and time again, especially in that first half. No, not necessarily the second chance points, but giving up those extra possessions for the Bamboo Archers.
But actually, Valenzuela still out rebounding Meycauayan 26-23. But they've been giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. Trying to figure out, there, you've got so far offensive rebounds for Meycauayan at 11.
Foul will be whistled here against Meycauayan. That would be 2 now. 2 team fouls each for Valenzuela and Meycauayan. They go to Johan Martinez. Able to recover. Gets it to Jordan C. Blocked by Benitez. Benitez asking for it. To get the ball to Debron. Bibitin pa. Nahirapan pa ni Debron, and that will hike the lead up to 12:55-43 as Valenzuela will call for some time. Still just 2 points, Debron. Degree of difficulty about 0.1 higher. We have a Nature Spring timeout. Back for more Junior MPBL sa aming pagbabalik. (55-43), a 12-point lead para sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archers as Valenzuela looking to talk it over. See how they can address this Bamboo Archer run. Stolen by Benitez once again. This time drops it off. Able to convert is Clark Javier.
Definitely the pressure is now on. 31 turnovers for Valenzuela.
Foul whistled here. 7:25 still remaining in our fourth quarter.
Well, it's still a 14-point advantage, 7 minutes. Kaya pa naman, but they really have to make the run soon.
Three-pointer will miss para kay Jordan C. They turn it over. Looking ahead. Dumael will head to the line for 2.
You know, despite, I think Meycauayan knew that they could take on the Valenzuela progress. I think in that second quarter, they relaxed a bit, but they were trying to work on trying to defend the half court. And that's what you like to see, especially for them. Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. You expect Bamboo to sway where the wind goes. So, you know, if moving forward, you go up against the better teams, when it starts to slow down and the pressure defense doesn't work, you have to have that backup plan. You have to be able to develop your defense enough that you can stop. You go full court pressure defense, or you play zone, you play man-to-man half court. You're gonna have to be sure that you can make that adjustment.
It can't always be on that fifth gear. Talking about Meycauayan. Especially for Benitez, who you said is the anchor not just on the offensive side of the basketball, but also on the defensive end. So, doing it both ways would take a lot from you din, regardless if sabihin natin, 14 pa lang tong si Lebron Benitez.
Of course, whenever you're driving, you're not always on the expressway. You're not always nasa skyway. There, you're gonna have to drive fast. Dahil syempre, that's what is presented to you. That's the opportunity. The roads are wide open. You can go fast. Pero pag nasa traffic ka, you're not allowed to go that fast. You're gonna need to maneuver through traffic. And when you get to the playoffs, everything parang nagiging traffic na. You're not gonna have the luxury of keeping your speed all the time.
Sometimes nasa alabang sa Cote Road ka na talagang walang no choice, no?
Depende sa oras.
Depende sa oras. The three-pointer badly needed para sa Valenzuela, courtesy of Prince Tolentino. And he comes up with a steal. Magic bunot dito para sa Valenzuela, missing on that attempt. Make sure the second time around. Tolentino, first time playing in this game, immediately making an impact. Come up with another steal. Down to an 11-point advantage. Go inside. He will miss. Jordan C. secures the rebound. Valentino once again. Turns it over. Cortez. Pinakita ang bola. Jordan C. wisely. Able to come up with that block. 6 and 10 still left in the ball game. As Valenzuela Progress will call for a nature spring timeout. They're trailing by 11. Take another look at that shot. It's like a long two. And that steal. And a bucket. After that offensive rebound. So long two-pointer lang pala yung kanina. So that's just 4 para kay Tolentino. But still, one big run maybe bound pa dito ng Valenzuela. (59-48). Still an 11-point lead para sa Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. And sa Valenzuela Progress. The 14 under North Division. Valenzuela had their moments. Up by 8 at one point in this game. As Lebron Benitez. When you need a basket, that luxury that you could always go to the developing Lebron.
But right now for Valenzuela, surprisingly biglang may spring in their step, and it's because of this guy, Prince Tolentino. If I'm not mistaken, just arrived. He's averaging 19 points per game and has only played here in the fourth quarter.
As Lebron Benitez, yet another foul-counted move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. But it could have been a different story if Prince Tolentino had played earlier, given that 19-point average. And kita mo, mayroon talaga, ramdam mo sa laro niya na may hinahabol siya. Marami siyang utang dito sa laro na to.
And also, checking in here, just in the fourth quarter, Rodrigo Malyabo averaging 7 points, 8 rebounds. Baka kakausap natin ng driving fast, traffic, baka na-traffic itong dalawang to. So let's see what adjustments Valenzuela can do, especially with some of their main guys already available.
Full court press once again. Has caused several turnovers, especially here in the second half. Hindi na nga nila iniwanan itong kanilang full court pressure that you were looking for when you did the numbers at the half. Able to convert was Meycauayan. Still a 13-point lead. Looking ahead, Jordan C. Goes to the corner, Tolentino. Kick out Jordan C. Wide open jumper, but it's short. Closing into halfway through our fourth quarter. Hertez hops his way inside. John Lloyd once again.
Showing that he can finish with the left too. Just showing the ability to get through the seams of the defense.
12 now for Hertez. Pass. Hindi nagkaintindihan yung dalawang magkakampi.
You know, with all the attention on Devron Benitez, John Lloyd Hertez, low-key, has been contributing major contributions for Meycauayan.
Sabi nga nila, paano nga naman kung wala si Devron, right? And nice to know that John Lloyd Hertez could be that secondary scorer they can rely on. Talking about the Bamboo Archers.
And kung yung laro ni Devron Benitez, not a lot of flash, just everything very basic. Itong si Hertez naman, providing the entertainment value.
Collective size dito sa ating Banana Court in Las Piñas after that layup missed. Sa Linel.
Iba yung energy dito, hindi lang collective sigh. Collective sigh of excitement.
Sigh of excitement indeed. Tolentino, may ipit. A foul will be called here. That would mean free throws. Both teams already at the limit.
So it's still a 15-point lead for Meycauayan. Very slim chance that Valenzuela able to come back, but so far this has been a very entertaining morning.
Definitely an entertaining morning, especially for both these teams. Undefeated are the Archers, looking to stay undefeated after 4 games. Samantala, Valenzuela very hungry for that first victory. Let's see if they'll be able to come up with a major comeback down 15 with 3:56 remaining in this game. On the line is Jordan C. for Valenzuela Progress. His team. So looking at this 15-point deficit, 65-50 against the Meycauayan Bamboo Archers. Prince Tolentino and Johan Martinez getting some instructions. Looking to lead a comeback. They've been able to come back from a 9-point deficit early in this game. Pero itong cushion na meron itong Meycauayan at 15 with 3:56, extremely challenging here para sa Valenzuela Progress.
Well, for as long as Meycauayan stays in that level of pressure defense, kasi minsan there are times that they relax a bit, especially in that second quarter. If they continue to play aggressive defense as they should be able to close this one out. But again, no space for complacency, especially with Valenzuela. A little more swagger now, a little more confidence as they're able to force a turnover on that play.
Javier unable to contain that pass. Lead down to 14. Tolentino. Ball got stolen. Ahead to Hertez. Finds Javier this time. Able to get that leather and convert his first 2 points of this game.
Showing off the court vision that time, finding an open teammate inside.
Looking ahead, this is Hertez once more. To the middle, will be fouled. heading to the line for a couple is Nikajima for the Bamboo Archers. That pass once again. Smallest guy on the floor. Pero parang kita niya pa rin yung sahig. Finding his teammate all alone underneath.
Again, that's court vision. It's something that not all guards have. And always, you know, already when a point guard shows that court vision, you know he's gonna be special. It's really just a matter of working hard, especially since so far one of the smallest players on the court getting the steal on cue. But you like how he's always looking and probing while he's dribbling the basketball.
3 minutes remaining as a double dribble infraction will be called here.
Illegal. That's illegal dribbling for you. And that's already 20 turnovers for Meycauayan.
Bata pa lang sila, gumagawa na sila ng illegal eh, no? Martinez to split his defenders, almost making that basket. Instead will head to the line for 2. Johan Martinez, you can count on him to play till the last second.
And he plays at that same level right at the very opening minute that he's fielded in. And as you saw in the first half, he asked to be subbed. Then sooner or later, you know, as he still is trying to build on his conditioning, he's gonna get gassed. But you like how he tries to play through it and still continuing to compete for Valenzuela.
Tolentino strong on that 3. Martinez trying to keep it alive. Ball goes back to the Archers. Now Valenzuela's turn to apply some pressure on the backcourt. Benitez attacks the rim. Will be fouled. Another chance to go to the free throw stripe para kay Devron. Already has 30. And still below his average.
But only with 11 rebounds.
Yep. Off game. Off game para dito kay Devron Benitez. Playing not quite himself today.
Anyway, you like how they use him to beat the pressure defense of Valenzuela. And it's actually more scary. Because as soon as he crossed half court, he saw a wide open lane and just went all the way.
Archers pressure once again and another turnover. So unable to convert was Xavier. So that switch, you know, from the defensive side of the basketball for the Archers. Here in the second half especially, they did trail at the half by 4. They did it more consistently and the turnovers also came a lot more consistent para dito sa Valenzuela.
But you could feel right in the opening minutes, they had this game under control. They kind of relaxed a bit as they were trying to experiment on the defensive end. But you knew they had that gear that they could afford to wait for.
Kinailangan na nila, no, na talagang puntahan na each and every time that defensive scheme. Able to do so.
Well, one thing's for sure, they know that they have a lot of work to do, especially having to defend in the half court. When they're not pressuring the basketball, they've not been that effective as Valenzuela, even able to wrest a 4-point advantage at the half.
Which was when they didn't apply that pressure.
Actually, as early in the first quarter, after building that 11-2 lead, they finished the quarter with Valenzuela ahead 15-14.
Going Valenzuela, it's now a 15-point lead. I know it's an 0-2 start para sa kanila heading to this game, but a lot better outing, I would say, in terms of effort. And unfortunately nga, Tolentino playing only here in the last minutes of the fourth quarter, which could be a different story kung sakaling mas nababad pa siya.
Yeah, if you knew nothing about this team, you look at the record, 0-2, got blown out by Mandaluyong, giving up 100 points. you wouldn't expect this kind of showing and the spirit that they showed in the first half. But again, the game is 40 minutes. You're not just gonna play 20 minutes and you're gonna win the ball. You don't win the game at halftime. You have to play the full 40 minutes. And the effort was still there in the second half, but the increased pressure coming from Meycauayan, and you're gonna have to expect that the quality of competition is gonna be high here in the junior MPBL. So you're gonna have to stay consistent and really work on your progress for the full 40 minutes.
Progress indeed. Parang maganda yung core naman nila dito. I like how Johan Martinez really plays with a lot of energy. And Prince Tolentino nga in the moments that he was plugged into this ball game and averaging 19 in the tournament so far, you know they have weapons.
You've got an outside sniper in Alexander De La Cruz.
Stigot won't hit. A bit too deep that time. Another steal from Hertez. Minute left here in this game. Martinez causing that turnover. This kid really has no quit in him.
Down 12, 57 seconds remaining. Still, we see him diving on the floor for those 50-50 balls.
Tolentino can't manufacture that points inside. Another foul. Heading to the line is Travis Villarico. Free throws so far for Valenzuela, 13 of 19.
You like how Valenzuela still playing like a 12-point lead with 50 seconds remaining. Still possible, still manageable as they're not quitting.
Ito yung mindset naman na gusto mong bitbitin ng mga bata that despite the score, you could just let the clock run out and call it a day. In the case of Valenzuela, still searching for that first victory. This is some momentum that they could also carry over in their next game.
Again, also for the coach, that's something that you can build on. Like plays like this coming from Martinez. You can compete. It's just a matter of being more consistent. And alam mo yun, there are some teams, pagpasok mo pala ng court, ay 3-0 sila, talo tayo dito. They didn't show that today.
Especially this kid, Johan Martinez, already has 22 markers to his name. We have another Nature Spring timeout. Up by 9 is Meycauayan, 69-60. .6 seconds remaining. This 14 under game between Meycauayan and Valenzuela. Still a 9-point advantage, 3-possession ball game for the Bamboo Archers. But Valenzuela really making it not a walk in the park. The Bamboo Archers in the last seconds of this basketball game. Martinez once again. Backs the rim. Looking for contact. No foul was called, but Tolentino, he will get that contact and will head to the line for another set of free throws.
And even the bench of Valenzuela, they're still, very engaged in the game. They've been celebrating those steals, those baskets, and despite falling to 0-3. You like the spirit being shown by the bench of Valenzuela.
Still an early season. It's quite a long one actually. And we're getting the top 8 for each of these divisions. No more play-ins as in season number 1. So yeah, they have shown signs of progress. Talking about Valenzuela. And they can build on that.
And if season 1 is any indication now, we ended December. So for all the fans of developmental basketball, we've got you covered for the year.
Another steal from the backcourt. Javier gives them another 2. Basket scored by Travis Villarico with another foul. Another pound-for-pound fitness move. Experience a pound effect. 1.2 seconds remaining. So even dito sa kabila, no, Meycauayan na ayaw lang din nilang pabayaan itong Valenzuela. So you like also the mindset of these kids. Not just giving them easy baskets. As both teams shake hands, Meycauayan will move to 4-0. Fourth straight victory para sa kanila. 73-63 is our final score. Progress will slide to 0-3 in the team standings. Final thoughts on this game, Coach Noy?
Well, despite the lackluster performance of Devron Benitez, 7 rebounds off his average, still manages to stuff the stat sheet. 32 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 steals, 3 blocks. Nevertheless, impressive for Meycauayan. Did just enough to get this win, even though that's a 10-point win for them. You knew they had another gear and just did enough to stave off the spirited fight coming from Valenzuela.
And we'll take a short break. Sa aming pagbabalik, Daphne Cristobal is with our player of the game.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL
would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound-for-pound fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Devron Benitez with a double-double performance, 32 points, 11 rebounds, bonus of 2 assists, 6 steals, and 3 blocks. Congratulations sa iyo at syempre para na rin sa team Meycauayan. Devron, kanina, no, you only scored 8 points nung first half, tapos kayo pa yung naghahabol ng 4 points. Ano yung tumatakbo sa isip mo nung halftime nung kinakausap kayo ni Coach para bigla ka na lang mag-perform ng ganon during the second half?
Tutulungan po kami para manalo po. Yun lang po.
Devron, for sure, maraming mga nanonood sa'yo, mga taga Norzagaray, Bulacan, friends and families mo. Ito na yung chance mo para bumati sa kanila.
Pop?
Ito na yung chance mo para bumati sa kanila.
Ano ba? Bumati. Shoutout po lang. Shoutout po sa family Benitez po. Yun lang.
Once again, congratulations to you and your team. At syempre, magpasalamat din tayo sa Don Benitos for providing our player of the game, this Filipino delicacy. Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava. Back to you guys.
And a few words, Devron Benitez. But his game speaks volumes during the victory para sa Meycauayan, 73-63. Still Valenzuela and Meycauayan will figure it out on the 16 under division, coming right up sa pagbabalik ng inyong Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin, isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga, nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL
would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound-for-pound fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes,